Hi, this is Asasha over here, and in this lecture today we'll be discussing about the customer value journey. So, what exactly is this customer value journey? A customer value journey basically is a process where a prospect, someone who visits your site or gets to know about you, transitions into a customer. So, in this lecture today we'll be discussing about few of these steps of these customer value journey and what sources should be used in those steps. So let's begin. The first step in this customer value journey is the awareness step. Now, an awareness step, as the name suggests, is basically where the prospect would become aware of your company, product, or services. So, here we develop strategies so that your prospect gets aware of your product or your services or your company. Now, the example of this could be someone Google for a new, let's suppose he's searching for a new website hosting services. So if your site pops up in Google at the top of the page, then the customer becomes aware. And this is where SEO comes in, that helps you to rank your website on the top of the Google website. Now after that, basically another example could be someone sees a Instagram ad of a product, let's suppose a new mobile phone that your friend has been talking about it. The best example or the best sources for awareness stages is the Facebook ads. Facebook ads are the best resources that could help you in developing awareness of your brand. Now, moving on, the next stage is the engagement stage. Now, what does engagement mean? Now that your prospect is aware of you, they know who you are, but they are still in the early stages of a relationship with you. So basically, in this is where you start conversing with your prospect. You engage them with some sort of content that provides entertainment, information, or both. So in this is the part where you know that your customer is already aware about you. Now you move by providing information, entertainment, or a mixture of both to your prospect. Basically, an example of engagement would be a person watching a YouTube ad, someone opening a basically newsletter, or a boutique owner who becomes active in your community. So, someone who gets active on your Facebook page. The basically to improve engagement in your company, the basic digital marketing tactics you need to master or hire might include content marketing, social media marketing, email marketing, and community management. Managing Facebook pages, for example. Now, moving on, after the engagement phase comes the subscription stage. So now that the prospect knows about you and he has already engaged with you in another way, in some way or other, now comes the subscription part. Because because basically people are bombarded with marketing and content, creating a scarcity of attention. Just because someone reads one of your blog posts does not mean that they'll remember and revisit you in the future. So you need to progress that person to the subscription phase, and you can give him some sort of a value. So in return, he can subscribe to your blog or page, etc. So most often this transaction is exchanged, like I told you. Some was you can refer to as an ethical bribe. You promote a valuable offer, and in return, the prospect gives you their email information and subscribes to your channel. An example of marketing that generates subscribers could be a webinar where you could present and good practices about your product or services, and someone who's interested can subscribe to that webinar, or a blog to receive a free sample of a ebook or a trial, for example. Now, the sources or the digital marketing tactics over here that could help you in subscription are again content marketing, email marketing, digital advertisement, community management, and copywriting. Now, after the subscription comes the conversion phase. Now, if the subscriber that you have gained in step of subscription on the subscription stage continues to remain engaged, some of them will be ready to increase their level of commitment that they have with you. So they like the information that you share and they start to trust you. Now, this is where they are ready to invest in two ways, either with their time or with their money. Now, this is a critical stage in the customer value journey. So, the key to success in this stage is basically is to employ what we call the entry point offers. Now, what are these entry point offers? Basically, these offers are designed to give the new prospect tremendous value without forcing them to put too much skin in the game. So, basically, when we see about best example, a free trial for 1 month, 2 months, and very little amount for first year subscription. So this is where we do not think about rather on the profits, but this is where we want a customer or a prospect to become a customer. So this is the main key phase over here, is that we want our customer to convert, we want our prospect to convert into a customer. So an example could be a man taking advantage of a $20 teeth whitening service at his local dentist, and the offer over here is basically that the offer for your first service would be $8 instead of 20. Now, the disciplines that could help you in conversion are again digital advertisement, content marketing, copywriting, email marketing, and search marketing. So over here, email marketing and search marketing helps a lot in conversion. Now moving on, after the conversion phase comes the excitement phase. Now when we talk about excitement, basically the new customer has had a transaction with you, a small transaction, but a transaction has occurred. Now your job is here to make sure that this transaction is a good one, a memorable one, and creates an excitement for the prospect or now the new customer to develop a purchase that will basically create a goodwill and trust. Now the reason for this is simple. If the person doesn't get value from this transaction, they won't be able to move to the next stage and purchase more expensive things from you. So this is where we want to create excitement. The excitement phase examples could be basically someone who buys a coffee maker with a free coffee servings and a quick start guide. So basically you'll have an amazing cup of coffee within minutes of opening the box. So again, another example could be a new user of the Spotify music streaming app goes through an instructional walkthrough teaching her or him how to build a playlist of a favorite song. So here now the purchase has occurred. They are creating excitement within the product to create more value and more trust so that the customer is able to buy bigger items from the company, or is the company is able to retain the customer for a longer period of time. The digital disciplines over here could be email marketing, content marketing, and copywriting. After the excitement phase comes the ascent phase. This is the step number 6 in the awareness journey. Now, what does ascent means? Uh, Ascent basically is the stage of the value journey where you have sunk time, money, and resources into acquiring leads and customers and making sure that they get value from doing business with you. It is entirely possible until this stage that you have yet to turn a profit. In fact, if you are a competitive market, you may be losing money on the front of this process and to acquire customers. So nothing to worry about it. Actually, always remember that it costs more to acquire a new customer than to sell to an existing one. That first sale isn't about profit, it's about converting a prospect to a customer. Now, buying customers on the front end is just sheer business, but only if you can monetize those customers on the back end. The ascent stage of the value journey is where customer will be ready to buy more and more from you. Now, if the business has a core offer, this is the place to make that offer. Then once your customer purchases that core offer, it, it is time to present them with more relevant offer. Basically, examples of these could be a person buying a digital camera and a lens kit, the camera bag, and more of a tripod to purchase for a bundle price of $699. So he gets to buy all the accessories with the camera, so he's buying the whole lot. This is what SN means. He's trusting more from you to buy more and more from you. The digital disciplines that could help you in the ascent stage is again email marketing, copywriting, digital advertisement, content marketing. Now the seventh step is the advocate. This is where your customer is so happy and has made several profitable purchases from you. Now, over here, the next stage in the value is to create a marketing that encourages your loyal customers to advocate for your business. An advocate is what you call a passive promoter. They won't necessarily promote your business in an active way, but when they are asked about you, they will respond favorably. So, this the discipline that could help you in generating advocates could be social media marketing, email marketing, and search marketing. Now, the last stage in the customer value journey is the promote stage. In this stage, basically, what happens is that your customers are actively seeking to spread the word about your brand or your product or your services. So this puts your message in front of new audience, the fans, followers, and friends of the promoter. So basically, because of this new audience is hearing about you from a trusted source, they who they already basically know, they much more likely to become customers themselves. And the disciplines that you could use over here are email marketing and copywriting. So guys, I hope you like this video. It was a bit lengthy, I know, but if you go through it and if you understand the disciplines behind each and every stage, and you can download these copies that you could easily find on Google, the cheat sheets that you could find on Google for content marketing, for copywriting, and start creating a process for your product or for your service, for your customers or for your own company. You will be able to basically create a effective and efficient digital marketing process. We will be able to convert your prospect into a customer. Then you will be able to excite that customer. You will be able to create that, ascend that customer into a more loyal one. That customer, you will be able to convert it into an advocate, and then you will be able to use that customer to promote your product or services. So this is not something that will happen overnight, but if properly planned, it will create a product or your service promotional strategy that will help you to boost your marketing campaign in a much more positive manner. I hope this video was effective. I'm sorry for being it so lengthy, but if you listen to it, if you go through it, it's very effective, it's very helpful. Thank you.